Hey everybody, TrinfiniteX here. Back with some more Breath of the Wild. So, last time we finished beating our first major test of strength and getting all the stuff we need to do in Hateno done so we can collect memories as we go. Now, before we leave Hateno, we are going to turn in some spirit orbs for some more endurance. At the angel statue, the goddess statue here in Hateno. Which is apparently not loaded in. Okay, alright, there it is. That was weird. It just, like, wasn't there for a second. Okay. Well, stamina. And... Alright, and now with our increased stamina, we're going to immediately warp back over here before we continue on our journey. Well, actually, in order to continue on our journey. So this happens to be the nearest shrine, more or less, to where we are headed next. We could have warped to the Magnesis shrine and then kind of run, you know, down the path a bit if we wanted. But this is, I think, faster because gliding is definitely faster than running over a lot of areas. We are headed to that stable right up there. Oops, did I not? I did not disable that annoying Sheikah sensor plus. Let me go ahead and turn that off. That stable right there. See the horse head? We are headed for that. But first, we're gonna go ahead and grab the shrine that's basically right next to it. So right here, we have a new shrine. Go ahead and go in and take care of it. Trying to stay silent during the loading screens because I'm thinking I'll cut those out during the YouTube edits, probably, if I can. So, yeah, I've got some arrows. Good. All right. So, this shrine. All right. Well, sure enough, let's go ahead and waste this traveler's bow durability since we don't need that. Okay. I like how it doesn't necessarily cost us arrows to do this. So this shrine... Hi there, Aurora. So this shrine... On my first playthrough through this shrine, I totally missed this passageway right here. And it really messed me up for a while. But... let's go ahead and get our arrow back, why not? Whoa. Oh, okay. I'm seeing some major lag on this end. But it seems to be stabilizing. Yeah, and it still says I have only one viewer, even though I know Aurora's here. So that's weird. Oh, that's right. Okay. So we're gonna go over here and miss. Oh, no. Okay. That's all right. Because we can just switch to magnesis and grab it. So oh my gosh, I can't. Oh my gosh, the treasure box. What? Really? Unbelievable. Okay. Okay, game. Seriously? The treasure box in midair. Okay. So, let's just wrap up this shrine and get out of here. Oh my gosh. Okay. After finishing off that shrine, totally uneventful. It's not like we got whacked by a metal box or anything. Alright, we can go ahead and magically warp our horse all the way over to this stable. As they will somehow fetch Epona from all the way over in Hateno. Bring her all the way this far almost instantly. Alright. So now... Proceeding down the path, we are on our way to the Rito. We will be making a couple stops along the way. The first of which is coming right up here. I mean, I suppose I could go for the royal horse if you got, I mean, if you really want me to, but A, not right now, and B, as it is entirely a side quest and not required for 100%, I wasn't planning to go for it. I mean, honestly, Epona's just as good or better anyway. But if you guys want to see it, I'll go for it. So that was stop number 1, to get some hardy radishes that were just right there. We might need them for later, as they allow us to have more temporary hearts. But first, here's our second stop. Our very first memory.
Be sure to take the time to soothe your mount. That's the only way it will know how you truly feel. Your advice was quite helpful, thank you. This little one and I are getting along quite well now. At first, I wasn't sure if I should outfit him with all of the royal gear. I thought maybe he should have to earn it first. But it works. He wears it like a true natural. I'm trying to be a bit more empathetic. Benefit of the doubt, you know? See that mountain? That's Mount Lanayru. It takes its name from the goddess of wisdom. Lanayru's decree is very specific. It says no one is allowed under the age of 17. For only the wise are permitted a place upon the mountain. I've prayed at the spring of courage and at the spring of power, yet neither awoke anything inside me. But maybe up there, perhaps the spring of wisdom, the final of the 3, will be the one. To be honest, I have no real reason to think that will be the case. But there's always the chance that the next moment will change everything. Tomorrow is my 17th birthday. So then I shall go and make my way up the mountain.
I disagree. I think it has a wonderful impact while wearing Majora's Mask. Well, okay, maybe not the same impact, but it has an impact. I think if I wanted to make it better, I would just wear the Nintendo shirt to completely break the fourth wall even more. Also, I love how when she said, "See that mountain over there?" and we just looked off into the distance, there was like a whole bunch of mountains. She didn't actually point to which one was Mount Lineru. All right. So, right here is one of the best characters in this whole game. Listen to this beautiful tune. Oh, you don't have to stop playing? Okay, normally I won't talk to him. But just for the first time, I will. Okay. And this right here is why Majora's Mask. Don't want to have anything to do with these guys. Finding all shrines and completing them is part of 100%. However, all shrine quests is not. So we can complete the shrines without actually activating the quests for them all. Oh, also. So, let's see if I can get it like this. Here. Oh, too high. Right there. There we go. So if you want to do this puzzle without a long-range bow, you have to do it from that angle. From highest to lowest. Or I could have just pulled out my, my Sheikah Sylph bow, I believe, and just used the long range of it to hit it from the other end. This actually puts me closer to the shrine, so either way works. So let's head on in and complete this shrine. Oh, yes, this one. Okay. Oh, okay, so this... Ah. No good. Okay. It's been a minute. So, this one... is easy enough to get. This one, however, there we go. But it's not over yet. Because there's a great Thunderblade in here, and that is very useful, at least at this stage in the game. Waiting for this isn't really very fast, and we technically didn't need this, but I wanted it, so eh. So now, once we get to Rito Village, I believe we'll have enough enough Spirit Orbs for yet another upgrade. That will greatly benefit us. Snow stuff? Not sure what you're talking about. However, I am going to run over here and grab these treasure, at least one of these treasure chests real quick. Thanks to Majora's Mask, we don't have to fight this moblin armed with a Lionel bow. And we'll just pick up this royal bow real quick. So thanks to being on master mode, like, we have all this amazing stuff. Like, we can just grab all this stuff right here. Alright. So now we have a really good bow for later. We basically didn't have to do anything to get it. This master mode just puts it right in our path. Now, coming up here, we are going to make a brief stop here to save this person. We don't really need that. And she will give us Monster Extract. Oh, the Snow Quill armor set? Yeah, we're a long way off from the Rito village just yet. but we'll definitely get all of that when we get there. This woman will give us monster extract. It's not very useful, but the only other place we can get it from that I'm aware of is Keaton. And this is good for at least one thing, so that we'll get to much, much, much later. So it's just good to have on hand, really, and it's pretty much free, so just go ahead and take it. So before we get to the Rito, however, we have a couple more stops to make on our way, this tower being one of them. So... So the Ridgeland Tower is surrounded by these guys. These whiz-robes out there that are hopping on the water there are not fooled by Majora's Mask. So, getting across here is going to be lots of fun. So, I find the best way to get across is really just to make a break for it. And pray they don't notice you right away. Because the Lizalfos will notice you almost immediately. Oh my gosh, he noticed us. Ow. Okay, so... try and make it through here with as little grief as possible. And part of that process will be climbing this as quickly as we can. Even if that means using up some extra stamina. It is completely worth it to get away from these guys as fast as you can. Because at this stage we don't have enough hearts to survive very much from them. But once we're up here, we can go ahead and grab this tower and have a nice jumping off point to a lot of places. Alright, so now, back down to our horse. There are plenty of places we could easily go explore off in that direction. There's a shrine, there's another memory in that direction, but we're not going to go that way just yet because we want to focus on getting Rivali's Gale as quickly as we can. Because Rivali's Gale is one of the most important tools to have for exploring. Just the ability to instantly gain height is super useful. Pretty much everywhere in this game. So, back on the trail. Sorry, bird. This person right here is a Yiga. If you really want to stop and fight, I mean, it'll get you a banana, but we can get bananas for free when we get to Farron. All right. So this stable is stop number 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will be grabbing this shrine right here on our way. All right, so let's go ahead and get this treasure down from here. It's magnetic, but I have yet to see a way to get it down by magnesis. Get ourselves a falcon bow, cause why not? The other arrow seems to have disappeared. Now, a few hits like that, and the giant golf ball will roll down into the hole there. And we can make it across. To grab this other treasure chest. We can also get back all our arrows, so it didn't really cost us anything. And now with this working, we can just hit that and we're done. Oh man, here's another Sheikah monk sitting on just 1 foot. That super uncomfortable position. All right. So since it is about noontime, hopefully, if we're lucky, Dinral the dragon will come through this area any minute now. If not, we can just get him later, but it'd be nice. If we should just so happen to see him. Aiming. Here we go. So we'll just slowly grab these treasure chests and hope Dinral shows up. So since we're getting so many good good bows and stuff for free, let's start ditching these, because we certainly don't need them. I'll go ahead and equip this, because why not? I mean, I now have 2 royal bows. What do I have need of? Honestly, let's just equip one of these. Heck, I don't need these lower level bows anymore, so. Doesn't look like Dinral's coming. And we'll get a free ruby out of it. Oh well. We may have to come back for that later. But it would have been nice if Dinral had just decided to spawn right there. So just want to make sure I wasn't. I heard the wind pick up and I was like, I don't want to miss him. So anyway. Running past these guardian flyers as quickly as we can, because they are super dangerous. We are actually going to move off the path just a bit. Hi. Bye. So, whoa, 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 whoa. Careful there, Bona. Alright. So, from here, we're going to go ahead and grab another tower. Since it's right there, may as well. Alright, so there's wind that will try and blow you away from this tower if we try to glide to it, so the only way to get it is to hit the eye that's right there and climb up from this end. Avoiding as much of the purple calamity ooze as possible. Ooh. Is there a bottom there? Can I stand anywhere? Yes, I can. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and grab this tower. All right, and then from here, there is a fairy fountain right over there. So we'll be stopping to unlock that first before we move on. Just go ahead and grab the goodies around it first, because why not? There's also some more Endura carrots. This fairy fountain would have fairies around it, except we already have plenty of fairies, so the game doesn't spawn any in, because it only wants you to have so many. Grab some luminous stones with the last of our durability on our weapon there. Now there is a guy at the stable we just passed through that would have given us 500 rupees to open this. He will still give us 500 rupees later. And besides, I have 500 rupees already anyway, so we can still get that money. To be honest, I actually forgot about it, but we'll go back and get it, because it's free money. And with that, fairy fountain number 2. So, since we're right here, let's go ahead and get some upgrades. So I'm not going to be collecting every single piece of armor in the game, necessarily. We will inevitably come across several full sets anyway. But even if we do collect them all, we will definitely not be enhancing them all. I only intend to enhance 3 or 4 sets. The stealth set being definitely one of those sets because it is super useful. And it looks like we need more sunset fireflies to upgrade. That shouldn't be too hard. We can stop pretty much any night anywhere to grab those, so we'll come back to that. So, in fact, why not? Let's go back and get that guy's 500 rupees, just because we can. It's one extra loading screen, but meh. I'm still kind of hoping for Dinroll to show up. Because it would be really convenient to go ahead and just get him right here, right now, instead of later. So we'll just say that it's repayment for the 500 we spent already. Please be here. No? Okay. Alright. Fine. Alright, so now we can finally finish our journey to Rito Village and get started on Vah Medoh right away. So, I have no intention of grabbing my horse and taking the land route. That's just needless. Yes, I am skipping past that particular treasure box. But it's not all that important. We have pretty solid equipment as it is. We don't need to stop for it. So coming up is one of the most important stables in the game. This stable has so much free and easy to get wood for the Terrytown side quest. It's just, it's super important to get wood every time you pass through here in order to just save time, really. And here's the best part. We can just use our bombs. And it will just magically tie up it'll just magically chop the wood for us and tie it up into bundles and everything. Because that's how bombs work in the Zelda universe. It's the most convenient explosives ever. Hands down. And we'll just grab some berries while we're at it. And while we're at it, since it's nighttime, let's go ahead and grab some of these bugs here. Hi, bear. Just a random bear. There we go. So a good trick to get wood fast in this game, save the game right here at Rito's stable and then load the game again. And all the wood will come back. I'm not going to do this more than once. I just want to show off that it works. We will occasionally pass by this area to collect wood at various points when it's convenient. But yeah, see here? All the wood just magically reappears. And we can just collect a ton of wood. Making best use of our bombs. We can just get tons and tons of wood. And this will save us a lot of time later on. Love how that whole bundle just counts as one. One giant log or something. Alright. And here's Cass again. But he doesn't have any quests or anything for us anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. And we'll just go ahead and collect a few of these on the way. Remembering not to run. That scared the crap out of me the first time I played this game. So I can only imagine the Sheikah put propellers on that thing entirely for show, because there's no way those propellers are actually keeping that thing afloat. Unless those Sheikah stones are like paper, like, you know, like they don't weigh anything. So we're gonna go ahead and grab some more stamina right here. We're almost to a second wheel. So yeah, Vah Medoh should not be able to fly by any sense of logic because of those propellers. Maybe they're just there for directional control, I don't know. Either way, this is an awesome remix of the Dragon Roost theme, so I'm just gonna keep quiet for a minute, even though this is the nighttime version. We'll come back for the rest. Should be able to hear the daytime version by the time we get through with this shrine here. So, okay. So, this place. Not gonna lie, this particular shrine's a little annoying. Because I always forget the pattern. But first, let's go raid their treasury here. All right. So that wasn't too bad. And we have our third ancient core, so we will be paying a visit to Hateno briefly in a moment. But first, we have to figure this out. So, let's see if I can remember this. First of all, I think this one that way. This one that way. We don't actually have to use arrows for this. This one needs to be that way, I believe. Pretty sure we want to solve this starting with the outermost ones, so that they're all facing, so that they're all taking care of the outer ones. And then, let's see. Okay, so wait a minute. Then this one goes that way. And then if this one just goes this way. And that's all of them. There we go. And now we get to hear, I would say, one of the top 5, maybe even top 3 best pieces in the game. As soon as the loading screen goes away.
Oh, eh?
Impressive, I know. Very few can achieve a mastery of the sky. Yet I have made an art of creating an updraft that allows me to soar. It's considered to be quite the masterpiece of aerial techniques, even among the Rito. With proper utilization of my superior skills, I see no reason why we couldn't easily dispense with Ganon. Now then, my ability to explore the firmament is certainly of note. But let's not, pardon me for being so blunt, let's not forget the fact that I am the most skilled archer of all the Rito. Yet despite these truths, it seems that I've been tapped to merely assist you. All because you happen to have that little darkness-sealing sword on your back. I mean, it's just asinine. Unless you think you can prove me wrong, maybe we should just settle this one-on-one. But where? Oh, I know. How about up there? Oh, you must pardon me. I forgot you have no way of making it up to that divine beast on your own. Good luck sealing the darkness!
I remember! That guy was a jerk! Okay, so the best place to take off from is actually not Rivali's Landing, as should be immediately apparent. It's actually right around here, so we can get the most height from this location, and then just head off over this way. I know where I'm going, I promise. So it's really cold here. That's fine. We have plenty of gear to deal with the cold. Let's go ahead and clean up this shrine. So, this shrine confused me a little bit at first. Not right away, not... Oh, hi. Forgot you were here. I did not know you could reflect those. I just decided to try. And it just so happened to work. Aw, I was actually kind of hoping to keep him up here, collect his parts, but whatever. I seriously didn't know you could reflect those little bolts. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, well. Anyway. So, This shrine actually confused me a little at first, because I didn't know where to go from here. I mean, I saw you couldn't really reach the treasure, and I was like, well, how do you get through here? It took me longer than I care to admit to find this little portion of the shrine here. Hey, a knight's bow. Alright, so easy enough.
Yeah? I don't know you. And I'm actually pretty busy here. You should probably go.
Okay. I'll just take these arrows. Okay, so this guy, honestly, is, in my opinion, probably one of the most unremarkable characters in this game. I mean, at least Rivali was arrogant enough to where you'd remember him. This guy is just distant.
Huh.
5 targets in 3 minutes. So this is way too generous. Also, notice I'm pretty sure this is a remix of something I've heard from Star Fox. Which makes sense, since Rivali is basically Falco. But I could swear that tune is a remix of a Star Fox theme, but that I just can't place. Hey look, a falcon bow that I don't need. You can keep it. I have better bows. So, before we head off to Vah Medoh though, there's a couple things we need to quickly take care of. First of all, we need to go ahead and upgrade stasis. And bombs, since I'm pretty sure we have all the parts we need. Wait, uh-oh. I don't think I have that. Crap, I thought I had 3 shafts. Well, we definitely have 3 cores. Alright, so now we can actually use stasis on enemies, which is a huge upgrade. But we're not just here for that. While we're here in town, we're gonna go ahead and grab some more arrows and more bomb arrows. This is one of the few places that sells bomb arrows. We shouldn't need to buy too many because Teva is going to give us 20 bomb arrows. And we'll probably have some left over. So we'll probably be good with just taking just one. Should be all we need. It's just good to have a few extra, combined with the ones that we'll inevitably have left over. Should be good. We're gonna make one more little pit stop here. So this stop is not required. However, might as well. Also, I totally just spotted this that I completely missed earlier, so... Oops. It's pretty easy to miss this Korok seed here. It's also pretty easy to accidentally tap X again, apparently. Suddenly I cannot control. There we go. And I almost missed it again, too. Jeez. So there's a mighty carp here. I would like to have it. Oh. At least I thought that was a mighty carp. No, maybe it's not. Well, we can still use a couple of these. And while we're here, just go ahead and grab a few more of these. And do some cooking. Sorry, small child. Whoops. Oops, oops, oops. Okay. So. This is just more preparation for later. You never know when it might be nice to have some extra endurance and some extra hearts. There we go. While we're at it, let's go ahead and get some more arrows.
Yeah. Ma. Hey.
Yeah. Just in case. It's always nice to have some extras. Since we can afford it. Now, what objective is still led? Captured memories, yeah, okay. Let's get that off of our radar. And now on to Vah Medoh. Oh, okay. Alright, so internet cut out there for a second, but we're back. As you can see, not too much was missed. Alright. So, time to face Vah Medoh. Oh, what? Why wouldn't it auto-highlight let's go?
Here we go. It's targeting us.
Alright.
That's it.
So this, to be fair, is kind of cool. Like, it's almost as exciting as Star Fox. Like, seriously, this view is amazing.
Out of the way.
Like, actually, though.
That's the way.
Nintendo did some good work on the visual quality of this game for sure. No doubts about it.
You holding up okay?
Yup. Holding up just fine, Mr. Forgettable.
One more. It's targeting us.
This almost sounds like a theme from Star Fox Remixed, actually.
Be careful.
Almost.
We did it.
But anyway, we have breached the energy shield. And we're in. Also, I love that I love that it got snowy and all cloudy pretty much right after I said, "Look how pretty this looks."
That thing is history.
Thankfully, the cutscene clears it up.
Bad news, Link. It looks like I got hit pretty good back there. I think I need to get back to the flight range. I just hope that I can make it back. You head down to Meadow.
I'd say you're kind of lucky that's all the Guardian laser did to
It's
you.
all you.
Sorry, I try not to talk during cutscenes, but if he got hit by one of those Guardian lasers, or even grazed by one, he's lucky that's all it did to him. Not that he should have got hit at all, honestly.
Well now, I've seen that face before. I had a feeling you would show up eventually, but making me wait 100 years is a bit indulgent. You're here to wrest control of Medoh away from Ganon, correct? If so, then the first thing you'll want to do is find yourself a map. That guidance stone has the information for the layout of this divine beast. Can you make it there?
Oh, not bomb arrows. No need to waste those. All right. So, divine beast Vah Medoh. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I love how all the guardians and everything controlled by Ganon are actually, they have the red on them, but if you go into a shrine, the ones that aren't controlled by Ganon, they're orange. So I like that that's a detail that they put in there, so you can definitely tell who's controlling what. It's just an attention to detail thing that I liked that they did.
You'll need to look closely at your map of the Divine Beast. The terminals that will activate Medoh are marked by those glowing points. You'll need to activate all of the terminals to take back control. Think you're up to it?
Yes, Rivali. I, unlike you, am definitely up to it. Now, let's actually just go ahead and drop down. Take care of business right away. Ah, that guy's annoying. Go ahead and get ourselves some more ancient shafts. Now we have enough to get the bomb upgrade if we wanted it. All right. Let's go ahead and tilt this way. Get rid of that.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Still a ways to go.
Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And then let's not die stupidly. right, and then... we'll just hold you right there. And that's 2.
There are 3 terminals remaining. Keep going.
Let's just go ahead and leap out of this window here. Fly on up here. And grab this treasure chest on the nose here. Grab ourselves a giant core. Very, very worth. But we're not done. From here, we'll go ahead and fly down over here. Let's drop just a little. Oh, we can't pitch that far. That's dumb. All right. Let's do this. And then let's go ahead and take care of him. Just because we can. And then jump. And this will be 3.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're almost there.
Indeed. Are you surprised that we are managing to do what you couldn't? Let's go ahead and get this right now, because we can. Free bomb arrows, always nice. In fact, let's not waste time. Let's have everything shift back. And let's have it shift back again, but this time Another ancient core. We'll be needing more of these for later anyway, so it's good to grab that. Take care of that. Take care of him. Wait, whoops. Oh no, that's the right direction. If I wanted to get in there.
Just one terminal remaining. What do you know?
Turns out I'm better than you, after all. Go ahead and open that up. These, actually. And then shift Meadow the other way. There we go. And so, a Knight's Claymore is a decent weapon. Let's get rid of this garbage. We'll equip one of these ancient spears here, or guardian spears. We don't really... need them too much. So they'll be our first weapons to go. Alright. So now... That's right. There's another one over there, so we have to drop another one in there. Then the wind, we'll push it that way, and boom, there we go. Now we're talking. Alright, forgot how to solve that one for a second. Just go ahead and get it started rotating this way while we move it into position. And there we go.
That was the last terminal. Now you just need to start the main control unit. I want you to take a good look at your map. There should be a new glowing point on there. Well, flap to it.
Okay. I don't know why it is that you think you're still in charge, Rivali, but you're not. Not after you failed. Okay. So, for this fight, actually, before I do it. For this fight, we will definitely be using our finest equipment. Spear for reach. We're going to use the Guardian Spear plus plus that we picked up from that major test of strength, and we're going to be using some bomb arrows with a royal bow that we picked up on the way. I mean, after all, this is one of the big bosses of the game, right? The boss that was so powerful it could beat the champion Rivali. We should definitely be wary of it, right? At least so you would think.
Luck. That thing is one of Ganon's own, and it plays dirty. It defeated me 100 years ago, but only because I was winging it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but you must avenge me, Link.
I can believe you're saying it.
His aim is dead on. Watch it.
Why not? Oh, whoops. Got me with something. Let's fix that though. So, this thing's aim is dead on, huh, Rivali? Dead on. So, in all seriousness, Windblight Ganon is annoying, but he's not actually that dangerous. I think one of his tornadoes hit me earlier, and that's how he got the fairy out of me. However, if we just pelt him with bomb arrows, he goes down pretty easily. So, yeah, apparently Rivali just didn't have any bomb arrows on him at the time, I guess. I mean, he said he was just winging it. I don't know. Maybe that meant he was winging his preparation? And I think, like, how many bomb arrows did we actually use? Like, maybe 10? 12? Like, they almost give you... Yeah, they almost give you enough bomb arrows just from... Yeah, I didn't miss anything, did I? I don't think I did. They almost give you enough bomb arrows just from the 20 that Teba gives you to do both this fight and the destroying the turrets to get in I bought some more just in case, but yeah. Just using what the game gives you, it's honestly too easy.
Plucked. You defeated him, eh?
At least I think so. Apparently some people thought it was difficult, but I didn't think it was. Of course, to be fair, this wasn't the first one I did either.
I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Medoh back to its rightful owner. Don't preen yourself just for doing your job. I do suppose you've proven your value as a warrior. A warrior worthy of my unique ability. The sacred skill that I have dubbed Revali's Gale. It's now time to move on and start making preparations for Medoh's strike on Ganon. But only if you think you'll still need my help while you're fighting inside Hyrule Castle. Feel free to thank me now. Or, never mind, just go. Your job is far from finished, you know. The princess has been waiting an awful long time.
I know you think I had a dumb look on my face that whole time. I am, you know, with Majora's Mask and all, but actually I was using the mask to cover up my, my raised eyebrow the whole time.
Medoh's sights are now set. You'll have a precise speed on Ganon from this vantage point. And when the time is right, give him everything you've got. Now we wait for that perfect moment. Medoh, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll suffer a feather over a few more moments. After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not. Guess I was wrong about how lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
Well, thanks for admitting that I'm luckier than you, but it wasn't luck, Revali, it was skill. Okay, but seriously, for all of Revali's trash talk, Revali's Gale is actually a really good skill. So yeah, I didn't find any of the Blights to really be challenging except for Thunder Blight. Oh my gosh, Thunder Blight was a nightmare, but pretty much the others were pretty easy. Like, even on my first time through, I did not have trouble with any of the bosses in this game. So, yeah. I'd say that was actually one of my complaints with this game, was that honestly, like, the Lionels are harder. The overworld bosses are actually harder than the story bosses by a pretty significant amount, I think. Okay. Where am I going? Oh, we'll just go up here first. Okay. So, up here, before we head out of town, we need to get up to the middle of this area that Vah Medoh has landed on, which, by the way, it should not be able to land on. Like, I mean, it looks like it's made of stone, right? So there's no way that Vah Medoh would be light enough to be able to stand on this thing and not break it. But apparently it can. Of course, I suppose we could just warp to Vah Medoh, couldn't we? And then just jump down. Yeah. Oh. Well, if we keep doing that, we're gonna do that. Alright, but right here, we gotta grab this Korok seed, not with a bomb arrow. Go with a regular arrow. Alright. And then from here, we have a decent vantage point. Go ahead and jump down and get some more Korok seeds. Just a couple while we're right here. We have exactly one apple to put here. Let's put it there. Oh, let's not use up the durability on that, though. Let's use up this far less powerful spear for that. Barely even needed our Guardian Spear ++. And down here below us, there's another Korok seed we can grab. So let's just go ahead and get it now, since we're right here. Let's refresh it, make sure we make it. Pretty easy. All right. So now let's go ahead and wrap up all of our Vah Medoh stuff. Let's go ahead and get Falco's bow here. Yes, we don't have the sword that seals the darkness yet, but we're getting there. Whoops. So, I don't actually like to use the champion weapons. Even though they are just renewable and I can just get them fixed, no problem. I prefer to just not even bother. I usually just store them in my house once I get that. But that's just me. And honestly, it is a decent bow, but there are better ones. The one we have now is pretty good, so I'm just gonna stick to that. Now, before we leave, we have some shopping to do. We have a bunch of sapphires. Oh, whoops. Hold up. And we have a bunch of luminous stones. Together, they will give us almost enough for what we're missing. We can get the headdress. And we're just a few hundred short of the tunic as well. We will come back for the tunic later. Just because it's nice to have the full set. But for now that we have got Rivali's Gale, let's actually go grab a few Korok seeds I know of. Let's take a short Korok seed collecting break. Because remember, we're going to have to get all of these things at some point for this to be a 100% playthrough. So we might as well get started now. And if we can grab maybe one more shrine before the end of the night, we can finally finish that stamina wheel too. And then we'll be in good shape for next time. Free topaz. I'll take it. I'll take that, and then We'll just skip all this climbing. Thanks to Rivali's Gale, we can now get around so much easier. And now here we have a basically free Korok seed. Basically. Free, he says as he misses twice. Alright. Okay, and then there's another one up here. Go ahead and use our last charge of Rivali's Gale. Jump on up here. Thought it was gonna fall for a second, but we made it. There's another one. And you can have your rock back. And now, let's see, where is that? That direction? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one that we could have gotten sooner. It's part of the Dueling Peaks area, but it was a little out of our way at the time, so we didn't grab it. There is a Guardian down there, and I think we're actually gonna go ahead and fight this one. Just because we can. And just because it would be nice to have some more parts. Actually, it's 2 Guardians. We're not going to fight them both, though. And we're not going to fight fairly either. Oh, whoops. And that's why we're not going to fight fairly. Yeah, let's try that again. This is why I usually don't fight Guardians this early, just because they're super annoying if you mess up the timing. And on Master Mode, they can mess you up even more by faking you out. I'll try this one more time. I don't normally like to deal with Guardians too much. Before we have a way to deal with them easier. But it's good to go ahead and collect all these parts now. So, and it's kind of in our way of collecting this. this totally not conspicuous at all rock sitting in a tree. Aw, I wanted to give him his rock back. Oh well. Sorry, it fell. So yeah, Guardians are really pesky at this stage. There is a Talus right there. We're not gonna fight him. He's not worth it. What we are going to do, however, is line ourselves up very carefully. And grab ourselves a Korok seed. There would be one here randomly shooting at us. So it's a bit annoying, but having reached this island, we will collect the last Korok seed in this little cycle here. Alright, so we just nabbed ourselves 5 Korok seeds. Let's see if we can... Well, first let's go back over here and grab the upgrade for our bombs. Because why not? Yes, so this time we have enough. Definitely. Alright, and now... Actually, yeah, now might be a good time. So, now we're going to head back to this shrine here and start heading up to our next destination, and on the way we can pick up the last of the shrines we need. So now that we have Rivali's Gale, we are actually going to do Varudania next, so that we can get, not because we care too much about Daruk's protection, although it is definitely nice to have and will enable us to hunt guardians more easily, but more importantly, it will give us a ridiculously good vantage point. The top of Death Mountain allows us, from the top of Death Mountain, we can glide to a lot of different places that would otherwise be really hard to reach. So, the vantage point is actually worth almost as much as the ability, and that's why we're going to do it next. Also, because it sits right over Akala, it is perhaps the fastest and easiest way to get to the next most important thing when it comes to exploring this game.
Gale is now ready.
And that is the Travel Medallion. It is DLC, but it is really, really good DLC. The Travel Medallion is super useful for, like, if we need to jump down from a cliff to several different places, we can then instantly warp back up to the cliff, even if there's no shrine on top of it. So yeah, super useful. There is actually a situation like that that comes up later. It's also good for certain objectives in the game. Oops. Certain shrine quests out in the desert. There's another good reason to visit this particular stable. Hetsu happens to be here. Also, there's a blood moon spawning. Let's talk to Hetsu first. Hetsu appears here next to this stable after you talk to him up by Kakariko. It's one of two stables that I know of that he appears next to. Da-na-na-na-na. And with that, our weapon stash. Oh, he gives us a third one. I thought he only gave out 2. Oh wow, he gives out 4. He only gave us 2 the first time. This time he's giving us a lot. Jeez, okay, maybe he just gives us as many as we have Korok seeds for. Because I thought for sure he would stop by now. Oh, there we go. Alright, so there we go. Before we go in there, though, our first blood moon is coming up. We're gonna want Epona. So let's go ahead and get her out.
Oh. Oh.
And then let's go ahead and cook some food here real quick. If we have anything worth cooking, yes we do. Let's see how much of an attack up we can get out of this. It'll do for now. There we go. There's a triple attack up. Do we have anything else that does speed? It doesn't look like it. Try it. Oh well. That'll be a nice little speed up if we ever end up walking around. While we're at it. Just get some sun resistance, because why not? And then as we head back here to the shrine, before we go in, I'm actually going to wait for this blood moon to happen. Because if you go into the shrine and then do the shrine and then come out, you might actually miss the blood moon, and it actually won't reset things. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Because I've done it in the past. At least that's how I remember it. But anyway.
Link. Link. Be on your guard. Ganon's power grows. It rises to its peak under the hour of the blood moon. By its glow, the aimless spirits of monsters slain in the name of the light return to flesh. Link, please be careful.
So normally I would skip those cutscenes. But we'll go ahead and just watch the first one, so. Alright. So here's a fun little shrine. I'm pretty sure you can skip the first one. I thought so. Well, either way. I was trying not to have them fall over on me, but even with that, it's not that bad. So this shrine is incredibly easy and self-explanatory. But we gotta do it. And once we do, it will get us the last few pieces we need. Yeah, right about there. I could be more slow and steady about it, and maybe the tower wouldn't topple over, but honestly, at that point, the question becomes, you know, is it faster to just go slow and steady or to just remake the tower? I'm honestly not sure which is faster, so I'm just gonna do it this way. All right. Easy shrine. Not a problem at all. So now let's grab Epona. And we got a few more minutes left. So we'll go ahead and make a little more progress. That guy's a Yiga. We'll run past the woman who's in eternal distress. Like, seriously, if you rescue her, she just gets in trouble again at, like, the next bridge. Somehow. Oh. So, we do need to be somewhat careful moving through here. As there are guardians about in various places. But if we stick to the roads, we're usually safe. Here we have another shrine. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. We have enough for another upgrade, but let's just to make things faster, let's go ahead and save it for when we make it to Goron City. Meanwhile, this shrine is actually kind of interesting. I guess we're too close? Yeah. Get up there, Link. Let's just go ahead and get rid of him. Grab this free ancient core. The screw's not that important, but the gear is nice. Now then there's this. First of all, let's get rid of these guys. So at some point, pretty sure another board will spawn here. I think. Or maybe not? Okay. Well, we'll just walk across like this, very carefully. So the treasure chest in this particular shrine is a little bit of a pain, because if you miss it, you have to re-enter the shrine because this water will carry you away completely. Yeah, if you miss this, it's kind of rough. And it's actually a decent weapon, so at least for the stage of the game we're at. Yeah, there's no way to swim against this current. So, also, okay, I tried to move forward. It just didn't do it. There's supposed to be like a little raft thing spawning right here, and it's just not there, so I don't know. But we can still make it through this shrine easily enough. All right. So this has been a pretty good episode. We beat Vah Medoh, got Rivali's Gale. I think we'll go ahead and stop it here. There is a memory nearby, and some Korok seeds. We might get those next time. Sell some things to Beetle, maybe. But for now, we're going to go ahead and call it here. So, thank you all for coming. If you enjoyed my content, feel free to join me on Twitch, where your vote can decide what we play next, or check out my past playthroughs and content on YouTube. Links are down below, and I'll see you guys next time.